Did you see that email? I'm not sure if you guys were all copied on this, but someone sent me something, and I didn't click the. There was a link embedded within the link, but it was a story about a woman who's a TikTok influencer, and she grew up in an extremely wealthy neighborhood. She went to a boarding school, and she called it, "These are the secrets of the ultra wealthy." And one of the traits that the ultra wealthy share is avoiding the news.
Is that right? They avoid the ultra wealthy.
Doesn't affect them.
That's probably true. That's probably true. You just turn your back on it.
Skyrocketing inflation doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to them.
They know the newsmakers. I mean, if something happens, someone will tell them. Their underlings will tell them what they need to know.
Interesting. I avoid the news, not always, but in some cases, just because I look at it and go, "This turns me off."
I'm sad.
It makes me sad. And I just turn away from it and go, well, more divisiveness. And, that always tends to happen to me. That's why I avoided January 6th so much. That's been well chronicled and well documented. I just turned my back on it and watched Friends. And that's just the way it was. There was actually a news item here yesterday. I knew about this. And there's a young boy here that got hit by a truck. He's going to recover, thank goodness. But yesterday,
I was trying to get on or off a school bus. I can't remember.
Yeah, a person ran the arm up. Yeah,
and he was hit, and he's going to be okay, it appears, but it was touch and go, and he's in the hospital. So yesterday, all of his classmates wore orange. Now, I'll just fully admit, I didn't know that was going to be a thing, and I saw it yesterday and was not wearing orange. And then a few things happened. Some of our coworkers on a different station, they all had orange stuff on, but one forgot, and she was wearing, I'm going to say, a cream-colored shirt that she said was orange, and everyone said, "That's not orange," and she goes, "Yes, it is."
Well, they're striping.
It's not really orange. And then, this explains it too, I was at the gym yesterday, and a local TV anchor came walking in, and she had a shirt on that was like a dress on. She'd come right from work. She hosts the television morning show. And she came right in from work, and she was wearing a beautiful dress that I would say would be a cross between orange and red. It was, and you could certainly see it as red. But she came up to me and another woman, and we were chatting, and she just came walking over. She goes, "Excuse me, what color is this dress?" And I looked at her, and I said, "Orange." And she said, "Thank you," and walked on. So clearly someone had... Somebody told her.
You don't usually perform well under pressure.
I
like
got
that.
it. I mean, it could have gone either way, but I said I went orange, and she said, "Thank you." And was, okay.
Nailed it.
Got it. Yeah.
You know what I think it is? I think men see basic colors.
You think?
Like, I think women see different shades and different names for a color that we would just look at and say, "Well, that's orange."
That's orange.
Agree. Like, I will say, like that's such and such is blue, and my wife will say, "No, that's more of an aquamarine."
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
See, I think men see basic. Blue is blue, green is green, orange is orange. You know, it's like, no, I'm sorry, this is a burnt orange. This is a fall orange.
Yeah, right. It's more of a rust.
Yeah. And you're like, I don't know, it just looks orange to me.
Exactly. And this orange was not like an orange.
Like traffic cone orange.
No, but it was, I'd say it's more on the orange family.
Yeah, my girlfriend did it to me last night. She was painting her nails, and she's like, "This is a rose palette," or something like that. And I'm like, "And it looks pink." She's like, "No, this matches my skin tone better than pink." And I'm like,
"It is pink.
It looks pink to me."
This lady who had on the orange dress that could have been red, clearly they were also wearing orange in support of the young boy, and somebody probably told her, "That's red," and probably some guy.
Said,
"That's
more red."
Absolutely.
It is not red.
Not red. This is orange. This is in the orange family. And luckily, I supported her. Here's the other question we had today. This is a great question. Yesterday, there was a report that the woman, and it's an update on a story, woman tried to poison her husband using Drano. She poured it into his tea several days in a row.
Yeah.
And he kept thinking, this tea tastes funny. What is with this tea? And it turned out he had to go to the doctor. He had some blistering in his stomach. He set up a video camera to watch her. They were going through a nasty patch, and they're now divorced. And she was pouring Drano into his tea.
Yeah, I've seen a close-up of the stills from the video, and it is without a doubt the Drano
Drano
bottle.
Yeah, and so the question was, and this is a good one, if you were going to pour a liquid type of
A drain cleaner
into somebody's
into your loved one's drink.
which would you use? And for me, it is 100% liquid plumber. But for you, and
100% Drano.
By your Drano. And I think it's what you grew up on. And we were a liquid
like
plumber.
Coke or Pepsi?
Yeah, we were a liquid plumber family. My dad always had liquid plumber below the sink, and boy, he would use it liberally too. If it stopped up, he would pour it right down the drain, which they tell you never to do.
No.
They tell you not to do it, but occasionally you just have to.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing on the bottle. Hey, don't pour this down the drain, but we know.
I know.
Yeah.
What do you?
Other than Q-tips, don't put these in your ear. It's like the most disregarded.
I mean, it's called Drano. What are you supposed to do with it?
Well, certain pipes, it's apparently it's more damaging.
Yeah.
It'll eat through. I mean,
Like the plastic piping.
And then I've heard some people say if you're in the shower and you pour it down there, then if it doesn't work, you're standing there in a bunch of chemicals.
Yeah.
If you're doing it while you're in the shower.
We had to get some within the last 3 months. I had to buy a bottle of Drano. And have you seen the directions? It's pour a third of the bottle.
Is that it?
A third.
Really?
You get 3 uses out of a bottle.
Never knew that.
Full size.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, what did you usually do? What would you do if you hadn't read the directions? I pour the whole bottle in there. That's what I've always done. I take the whole bottle and pour it in.
I'd probably say half.
I pour the whole bottle in. And by the way, I buy Liquid Plumber maximum strength gel, whatever.
Yeah.
I go as balls to the wall. I look at it. I'm like, give me the max. I want it.
Bust up that hair.
Yeah.
Yes. Now
at my place, sometimes you have to call maintenance for clogs. They will. They always come first, and they'll try to do something. They'll
Plunge.
take a plunge
Or snake.
and then they'll quietly be like, "I'll be right back." And then a minute goes by, and you can tell they've gone to a closet somewhere on the premises. They come back with a bottle, and they're like, "You're all set."
it does work.
Do me a favor. Watch the door for a minute.
Yeah. It's we don't, but we do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is the better seller, Liquid Plumber or Drano?
I would bet
tell.
Drano.
I bet Drano.
I think Drano probably has about an edge.
But since I grew up on Liquid Plumber, I just thought that was the one. And that's all we had. But I think you're probably right that Drano outsells Liquid Plumber because I think it's when somebody says clog remover, Drano's the first one you think of. It's got a better name. But Liquid Plumber's pretty good.
Liquid Plumber's good though too.
Yeah, but it's is it Plumr? It's spelled plumber.
It is. Does it have a B
Right?
in it at all? They
I don't think- no,
definitely
there's no B.
they definitely leave out the last E.
There's no B and there's no E, I don't think. I think it's just plumber.
Plumber. And maybe that's what's
Thank
causing it.
God I didn't see that as a child. I spelled plumber wrong to this day.
Good thing you were a Drano family.
God.
Well, this woman used Drano, and it worked to the point that it blistered his stomach, but he got her because he put it on video.
Yeah, the videos are. If you see the stills from the video, you can't argue it.
There's no arguing.
Oh no, she absolutely.
Oh,
did
right
it.
there.
Was it tea or I've read tea and lemonade that she.
I thought it was tea.
I feel like lemonade would be better because it might
Yeah,
get a little
blends
out.
better.
Yeah,
it would blend better. Yeah, but I read tea, then I read lemonade. Maybe it was a little of each that she was making.
Maybe he
each
made
morning.
tea with lemon.
Maybe. And he said, "What's up with this lemon? It's Drano. That's the problem."
How many sips could you get through a cup of Drano tinted tea and not think something's and toss it?
Yeah, to be honest, I would. You know why? Because I think it was me.
You think
There's something wrong with your taste buds? You got a
Or
cold?
I just think, I had a cold or something was off with the tea. Because I'll taste something sometimes. And I'll be like, it tastes a little off. But I never stop drinking.
plow on.
Yeah, I do too.
I just keep going. So I think, I'd probably be like, this must have been a bad thing of tea, but oh well.
She
I don't
probably
know.
she had to be really careful with.
Amounts?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
would think.
I think if you put a half a glass, it's
Well, yeah,
Or a
that's
third of a jar.
you have to. Yeah, I mean, but if you put just a little bit, I would do the same as you. I'd be like, that seems a little acidic.
Well, especially if she made it, because you're going to piss her off.
Yeah, she's.
You'd be like, I'm just going to finish it, because if I say anything.
They were going through a lot.
Yeah,
apparently.
CNN is reporting it's lemonade this morning.
Lemonade.
So yesterday I thought it was tea. Apologies.
Lemonade, I think, is a better mixer for Drano or Liquid Plumber, whatever she's using. She was using Drano.